I'm Mondo, and this is Life Under the Sun, San Antonio, Texas. In my 4 decades on this planet, I've been to, worked, and lived with a lot of folks from Texas. Frankly, they are some of the easiest people on this planet to talk to. Because if there's one thing that people from Texas love to talk about, it's Texas. They love to tell you how they have the best rodeos and football at any level. All about their wide open spaces and how they surely have the best barbecue. And they will definitely tell you about their beautiful women. And Lord knows, that is certainly true. But the best description of the Lone Star State that I've ever heard came from an old friend of mine, and it came in the form of a question. He asked me, "Mondo, do you know why it's always windy in Texas?" "No," I said. "It's because Oklahoma sucks." San Antonio starts off looking like any other major American city. A densely populated downtown with a skyline that is dominated by large commercial buildings. But it's at the lower levels where you really start to see a difference. As a Californian myself, I was pleasantly and almost surprised to see streets that were not full of trash and homeless. I almost forgot what clean streets look like. You can instantly recognize that the people here take great pride in their city. Numerous horse and buggies provide a fun way to tour the street level, which is still my preferred mode of transportation when traveling between various drinking establishments. Now, where San Antonio really separates itself from other cities is at the lowest level, where a stone canal lines the San Antonio River. This place is a marvel. A few steps from the hustle and bustle of the city streets, and you not only escape the Texas heat, but are instantly transported to a land of water and stone, reminiscent of bygone eras. A destination that really is symbolic of a rightfully earned Texas pride. Restaurants, and not just any restaurants, but good ones, with hotels and talented musicians, line the canal on both sides. Beautiful architecture with a mind towards the historical significance of what I would describe as nothing short of a national treasure. When visiting there, I made the mistake of trying to do the whole river walk in one day. And after 2 days and utterly exhausting myself, I finally asked a local, "How long is this thing?" 15 miles, he said. So whether you're young or old, it's day or night, you can probably find that special something or someone right here. This river walk has everything from kick-ass live music with a raging nightlife to peaceful areas to relax and read a book. On the West Coast, the closest comparable city would be Sacramento. They are roughly the same size, and all politics aside, these two cities share the same 2 dominant traits: scorching hot summers and green river water. 100+ degree summer days where the heat can literally melt the rubber off your car tires. San Antonio, believe it or not, actually receives more rain per year. Sacramento, however, due to its location at the base of the Sierra Mountains and the annual melting snowpack, has a nearly biblical amount of fresh water, with well over 1,000 miles of navigable riverways that eventually lead out through the Golden Gate Bridge. Financially, housing and taxes are about 50% more expensive in Sacramento, but average incomes are up about the same. And since they have similar weather, there are probably only 2 other categories left that really matter. Who has the best barbecue? Mexican food. Now, this is the kind of debate that my inner fat man loves to have, and I like to investigate this about twice a week. And as Texas comedian Ron White likes to say, the cows are polluting all the atmosphere, and what are you gonna do about it? Simple, I say. I'm gonna eat the cows. Now, for me, eating out is not just about the food, because if it was, then California would be the clear winner here. The area surrounding Sacramento produces half the fruits and vegetables grown in the entire nation. So chances are those ingredients that make up the food you love, the avocados, tomatoes, and strawberries, the very core of what makes up those margaritas, guacamole, and salsa, they are just that much better when picked and prepared on the same day. So hats off to the farmers and cooks of California. You do make a better burrito. But if I only had $20 in my wallet and I wanted to take my family of 3 out on a date, then it's San Antonio, all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. For $12, I got everything you see here. Guacamole, tamale, taco, chili Colorado, beans, nachos, and an enchilada. All while being served on a riverside table overlooking stone arches and being serenaded by live musicians. Now, for who has the best barbecue? If you like comparatively leaner meats, like tri-tip and all the vegetable fixings, then it's California. But Texas has a different philosophy. Here, you either love bacon or you are wrong. In this life, I suppose if I were Muslim or Jewish, I would travel the Holy Land. But for me, it was straight to the church of cholesterol. San Antonio and the surrounding small towns is where several of our nation's top-rated barbecue joints call home. After visiting more of these establishments than I should admit to, I can easily say I ate the best brisket and pork chops that I've ever had. But the closest thing I got to a vegetable was a piece of cobbler pie. So after a year of living here or so, you'd have to bury me large. So which of these two cities is a better place to live, raise a family, and run a business? If you take politics and money out of the equation, they are surprisingly close. Though I'd have to give a slight nod to San Antonio for its family entertainment and nightlife. The Riverwalk simply blows Old Town Sacramento away. But once you bring money and politics into the equation, then the scales tip overwhelmingly towards San Antonio. Gas, taxes, food, housing are all nearly half the price in San Antonio. Oh wait, did I say half the price? Texas has no state income. So if your occupation or business allows you to make the same kind of money in either city, then round up your boys and tell all the girls, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Howdy, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the episode. In fact, what's the plural of y'all? All y'all. I need all y'all to support this channel. And the simplest way you can do that is to hire us for any sort of photography, video, or website work that you may need. So click here to go to our previous episode where we go to the state of Hawaii and not only explore its natural beauty, but its relatively low cost of living. Or click here to go to our next episode where we go to the state of Idaho and not only explore its beauty, but also how they handle the Second Amendment as well as their criminal justice system. Adios, amigos.